Alright guys, today's video is a comparison between a Snap-on and an SK, where it's a 1/4 inch body ratchet but a 3/8 post for a 3/8 socket. I just got this in the other day and my brother just stopped by and he has the Snap-on one. So I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and make a video, like comparison. He's like, sure. So this one's a little bit used, but still relatively new. This one's brand new and has never been used before. All right, let's look at the Snap-on first. Here, we'll go ahead and have our 3/8 socket right there too. But all right, as soon as you put your hands on the Snap-on, as always, Snap-on just has really nicely made tools. The handle is a little bit smaller, but not too small. There's enough grip. There's enough surface area to just hang on to it very well, while still maintaining the overall short length and the 3/8 post here. Speaking of length, here let's tilt this down. There we go. All right, so obviously we're not starting on the here. All right, I'm starting at the very beginning of this. We're looking at about 6.5 inches there. So let's just check the SK out while we're at it. SK about the same, 6.5 inches. So all right, back to the Snap-on here. As always, just sounds sweet. That's all there is to it. Nice action on the reversing lever. You know, another thing I like about Snap-on with, you know, their ratcheting head and this reversing lever is whenever you're doing work on it, there's enough resistance on this action here to where when you're turning on something, you don't see this lever, you know, just kind of moving back and forth. I've seen that on some of the cheaper ones out there, or the cheaper ratchets out there. But on this one, when you put it over, it stays there. It doesn't budge, so you'll always be going in the direction you want to be going without this thing, you know, deciding to, oh, I guess I'll just flip back to that side or right in the middle. Then it's no man's land. But anyway, all right, so all in all, this Snap-on ratchet is the real deal. It is a beaut. Feels nice. Handle feels nice. All right, let's go ahead and put a socket on it. It takes a little bit there to put that socket on, but I'd rather have that than something that just kind of slips on and then might fall off or whatever. So it fits nice and snug in there. Tight and solid. Like it. All right, let's go ahead and pull this off. Like I said, there's enough resistance there to where you know it's just not going to be falling off on you. Part number for this. Let's see if we can get that in here. All right, so I'm seeing THLD72 USA. So, all right, so there's the part number for that. Nice ratchet. Price, I don't have a price for you on this. He didn't tell me how much he paid for it, but we all know Snap-on. I'm sure there was a premium there. All right, the SK one. So I got this obviously because I don't have it, but also I like SK tools, so I'm gonna go with SK first. So price I paid for this, what was it? 40 some bucks. Well, it wasn't cheap, but all in all, you know, it's a ratchet that I should have for a long time either way, as long as I use it properly and stuff. So all in all, okay. I guarantee you that Snap-on costs more than this SK. But, all right, so let's look at the SK here, like all the other ones. Got your lever here, or your tab, I don't know what you want to call it, to go one way or another. Let's listen to the action. Typical SK sound, very, very solid. The only thing I kind of knock SK on sometimes is when you go to switch back to the other direction, you almost have to hold on to this post or the socket that's on there while you make that switch. Otherwise, when you go to do it, there's just too much resistance there to switch back into the other position or the other direction. So other than that, whatever. But all right, and then when you look at this, it kind of looks like it's off-centered a little bit, right? Where they cut it out here, where they broached it out, I don't know, where they machined it out. It's not right on center of the overall roundness of this head, but yeah, it's just one of those small things that you notice. Does it affect the performance of the Ratchet? No, but it's just something you notice. But anyway, part number for that, what is that, 45171. Now this is the, like I just measured it, it's the 6.5 inch one. They also sell one in like a 4 or 4.5 inch one. I just went with this because I thought that little extra length might be good. Maybe someday in the future I might get the 4.5 one, but I just decided to go with this longer one to start out. All right, knurling as always. Good stuff with SK. All right, so the one thing that I noticed when I picked this up is that, so you got the knurling here, and the knurled part or the handle is only about, about 1.75 inches. So you only have that much to hang on to if you want to just hang on to the knurled or the handled part. It's almost like you almost have to hang on to the narrower beam right here that's not knurled. So it feels a little bit different when you're doing that. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It isn't a deal breaker, but I would have liked it if they would have made the handle a little bit longer instead of, I mean, obviously they have the overall length that they want to keep, intact, and they don't want to make too much of it as just part of the handle. But I would have liked to seen it to have the handle like this. So at least when I put my hand on it, then I'm coming in contact with mostly just the knurled part. And like, okay, as you can see, the snap-on handle is about that much longer, right? So if they were to have made this handle to come up to like right here with the knurled part, that would have been nice, but they didn't, so it is what it is. But overall, SK Ratchet, I like them. So either way, it's a good one. So, let's see here. Yeah, let's put this socket on here. It also has a very solid engagement. Now I did notice that this socket sticks out a little bit further from the body than what the snap-on did, but not a big deal, but it's just something I noticed. But as always, solid sounding. Good stuff there. Now I haven't opened this up and greased it yet either, so I think after I do that it'll be even smoother. But okay, so there you go. Your SK 6.5 inch 1/4 inch body with the 3/8 post, and then your snap-on about 6.5 inches too with a 1/4 inch body and 3/8 post. Clearly the snap-on is the better one. I know it's a bit more expensive. I wish I had that price for you, but I don't. But I know it's more expensive than the SK. But it's a very well made ratchet, and feels solid. It feels really smooth, and it still fits in your hand really nicely. But all right, with that, tell me what you guys think, what you have out there in your toolbox. But either way, like, subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you later.